welcome to this video today. And today I'm going to be talking about what's next for the Chicago Bulls. Please remember to like and subscribe, and let's get into this. So the Chicago Bulls obviously aren't the greatest team, and they're probably a little bit worse than mediocre. Obviously, they've got some great players. Zach LaVine is really good, and Lauri Markkanen has potential. Wendell Carter is a good defensive player as well for this team. Now, people might say, hey, you should probably keep Lauri Markkanen because he's a good player. Again, he has potential and he can improve. Trade him. Bulls fans might say, oh, but he still can improve. Trade him. You legit have given him so many chances, Lauri Markkanen. You just need to trade him. But we can keep him because he can get better. Trade him. Obviously, he can get better. I'm not saying that he won't. In fact, I think he will, but I just don't think he can be as good as he wants him to be. And while he still has some trade value, you should try and trade him maybe for a low first-round pick in this draft. Maybe try, in my opinion, because if you can get that, maybe you can package your 7th pick and like somewhere around the 22nd pick, around that draft range, you can maybe trade up for the 3rd pick from Minnesota and draft Obi Toppin, who could be a great power forward for this team. He can provide another scoring aspect to this team, which would make this team a hell of a lot more scary on offense. Obviously, he's a very athletic and is a pretty good size for a power forward. His defense could use some better, but based on the stats, there are 7th in opponents' field goals made, which is good because they're allowing only 39.5 field goals made a game from the opponents. That is better than teams like the Philadelphia 76ers, the Orlando Magic, the Oklahoma City Thunder, the Mavericks, the Rockets, and other teams that are in playoff contention. So the Chicago Bulls are also 13th in opponents' 3-point percentage, which is around the middle of the pack. But it is better than teams like the Philadelphia 76ers, the Memphis Grizzlies, New Orleans Pelicans, and Portland Trailblazers. Those are all teams that are either in the playoffs or are really close to making the playoffs. And in my opinion, just trying to draft another offensive threat to this team wouldn't be the worst position. It wouldn't be the worst decision to make, as they are 27th in points per game, 25th in field goal percentage, and 23rd in 3-point percentage. And in my opinion, that needs to get better. The fact that your best player is scoring 25 points a game, that's good. The fact that your second best player is getting 14 points a game is not acceptable. You need to get that. You need to make sure that second player is maybe 19, 20 points a game, and then you can go with 14, and then you can go with someone like 10. That's what you need for this team to be successful, and this team A isn't successful right now. In my opinion, if you trade Lauri Markkanen for that low first-round pick, or another player that could be good in return, go with that deal. I was going to say coming into this, go with Deni Avdija, but I think you do need a small forward. But you just kind of need to go with the flow here. I think this team has tried to structure themselves a lot, and it has not worked out for this team, as they are obviously not the greatest right now. They need to find a way to build off of this lineup and try and figure out a way to get better. Discord down below, please join that if you want. Hope that you enjoyed though. Bye bye.